everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Claudia Dean, and if you're new here, then welcome. So today I'm filming a really highly requested tutorial, and that is how to improve your demi point. I have 4 amazing exercises that I want to share with you all, and they're really effective. So if you struggle with your demi point, or you're just looking at improving your feet or improving your leg line when you're rising up, then definitely watch this tutorial. Also, I have to say to you all that last weekend I got engaged. So it's my first video filming since I've been engaged, and I just had to share that with you all. But I think at one point I'll do a Q&A with you all, and you can ask me all about it there. But as always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I think let's just get straight into it. So with these 4 exercises, 2 of them are to strengthen your demi point, and the other 2 are for flexibility in the big toe joint to make sure that you can get that really high demi point that we want throughout class. So the first exercise, you require a TheraBand. Now, I love this one because it's a resistant training exercise, which I think is really important if you want to strengthen your demi point. So what you're going to do is get a TheraBand, and as you can see, I've tied one small loop here because this loop is going to go around the top of your foot. And now what we want to do is actually tie another one of these loops directly next to that loop. Okay, so I'll just do that now. So here's my 2 loops. Now what we're going to do is we're going to attach this around our foot. So there's loop 1, and now here is loop 2. Now what I'm going to do is put my feet into first with the 2 loops around my feet, and I'm actually going to try and widen my feet as much as possible. So if you can get them to like a mini second, that would be ideal. Now what you're going to do here is you're going to try and rise up like that, and then lower back down, and then again up, and then lower back down. Now, as you can see when I'm going up, the resistance from the TheraBands are almost pulling my feet in. So I want to be going that way, but obviously we're trying to resist against it. So if you struggle with your demi point, this is going to be an amazing exercise to improve it. And dancers, I would recommend doing about 10 of these before class each day, because that's a perfect way to warm up the demi point and to warm up the calves. Now the next exercise really improves the flexibility of the big toe joint. So what you're going to do here is you're going to get on the knees, and you're going to make sure that your big toes and all the other toes, they're flexed backwards like this. Now one really important thing here is to make sure that when you're doing this, that your 2 ankle bones, they lock together, and they have to stay like that the whole time. So a lot of people make the mistake of spreading them out that way, which isn't 100% correct, because it means you're going to be going into a sickle. So we want to make sure that our ankle bones are touching. Then you're going to sit back like this, and basically you're going to stay there. Now when you're sitting back here, you're obviously going to feel the pressure on the big toe joint mainly, but it will be stretching all the other joints too. It's really important that when you start out by doing this, that you don't stay there for 5 minutes. It's important that you build up your toe joints for something like this. So I would recommend starting off with a minute and then slowly increasing it by 30 seconds, perhaps each week. So if you were doing this for 4 weeks, you'd probably get up to about 2.5 minutes, and you can keep increasing it. And now if I just release, see, I can really feel the big toe joint, that it's been quite stretched, and that's probably only been about a minute already. Now if I stand up, if I was to do a rise, my toe joints feel so stretched. So I used to always do this before class. I think it's an amazing stretch to do, and I used to build myself up to about 8 minutes. It does take time, but just make sure that you're really persistent with it, and it just becomes a part of your daily routine. Now we're up to exercise number 3, everyone. So this one is great for your intrinsic muscles, for your metatarsals, and a great way to warm up your demi point. Again, this is something that I used to do every day because it's nice and simple and effective. It sort of reminds me of like a worm action in a way. I'm just going to show you it first so you can see. So you go out, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to go reverse, in, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I struggle coordinating that part. And again, out, 2, 3, 4, and then in, 2, 3, 4. And I absolutely love that. It's a really good warm up. So I would recommend doing that about 4 times Every day you have to warm up for ballet class. Now my last exercise, I actually featured this on one of my feet hack tutorials, so if you haven't seen that video, make sure you check it out because that's really good if you want to improve your feet. Now this one here, you do require a bar, and what you're actually going to do is go onto demi-point. You're going to put your foot on demi-point and you almost need like that ledge of the bar to be there so your heel can come up against it, and now you're going to try and straighten your knee on that angle. Believe me, this is quite hard. So when you're doing this, obviously again, it's sort of stretching your big toe once again, but it's also creating the perfect demi-point line that you want. So the flexibility exercises I find are really important, mainly for your muscle memory, because you obviously need your body to understand and know what position you want it to achieve. And then you've also got the contrasting exercises that are the strength ones, which then obviously help you gain that strength to do that actual position that you want it to do. So I hope you've learned a few new exercises from this tutorial today, and of course, as always, thank you for supporting my channel, and a big love to you all. Mwah! Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!